Today we're going to show you how to deadhead a geranium. We have two different types of geraniums here. We have a zonal or cutting geranium, which is this plant right here. And we also have Martha Washington geranium, which is right here. They're both very different geraniums. The zonal geranium likes it very hot and sunny. And the Martha Washington geranium actually likes morning sun, not that hot afternoon sun. So I'm going to show you how to deadhead both of them. It's really important when you deadhead a plant that it's been watered well earlier in the day, because if you don't water a plant well, it's going to be very rubbery and hard to deadhead. You can actually just take your hand and break off all the past blooms. Or if you'd prefer, you can take a pair of scissors and do it that way. But you want to come all the way down to the end of the stem. And that's what you're going to cut off the plant. And we have one more here that we'll cut off. It's starting to go by. I'm actually going to use the scissors and cut it. Like I said, you can just take your hand and break it. Also, the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you clean all the yellow leaves. You see these yellow leaves? What happens is when we get a lot of rain, geraniums need a lot of sun. So you tend to get yellow leaves on the bottom because of the lack of sunshine. So just go through and clean those right up, because if you don't, it'll spread. And you don't want it to spread. You want nice green leaves. So just take off any leaf that has any yellow at all. And don't worry if you took a lot of leaves off, because the plant will regenerate leaves. So that's how to deadhead the zonal or cutting geranium. The Martha Washington's a little different. What tends to happen with the Martha Washington is this is one whole group of flowers, and they don't tend to all go by at the same time. Just cut off the part that has browned out. And with the Martha Washington, it's a lot easier to use scissors and just go right down to the end and cut it off. And typically, these plants bloom a little differently than the cutting geraniums, where they're not always in bloom. They go in and out of bloom. And what's important is you don't let this plant go really dry, because if you let this plant go really dry, you'll lose some potential flowers for later. Also on this one here, there's some yellow leaves down below, and I'm just going to go down below and look underneath all the foliage and clean off anything that's yellow. And we're all set. It's nice and clean.